no Trent in this game. Michael Lynch gets hurt, but it did seem like you had time to throw. That the protection was pretty good in this game. I mean, did you feel like you had opportunities as an offense to?
Yeah. I thought we had opportunities all day. That's a lot. Thought we had a lot of opportunities. I thought we just didn't take advantage of them. It was self-inflicted wounds, really. I mean, guys making mistakes, and it wasn't just one guy or one position. It starts with myself, and I think we just kind of one after another kept making mistakes, and when you do that, it adds up to a game like this.
Jimmy, your defense is missing, I think, 7 of the starters. You know that going in, you're already missing a bunch of them. How much do you, as an offense, feel like we've got to be able, even with that group, they only give up 21 today, that you've got to be able to put 22?
Yeah, I mean, we knew what we were going into this game with, who we were going into this game with, and that's just on the offense. We putting up 0 points in the second half that's not us, and so we just gotta get back to the drawing board, just get back to our style of football, and I think the rest will take care of itself. But yeah, we can't put out a performance like this today.
Did anything change in the second half in terms of what they were doing, or was it just a mistake, self-inflicted stuff?
Yeah, they really didn't change much. Self-inflicted wounds was that was the story of the day, and those are correctable, but it's just you can't have them. You can't have as many as we had out there, and when you do have them, you got to overcome it, and we didn't do that today. So it starts with me though, and we just got to be better.
The offense was really uncharacteristically one-dimensional today. 16 carries, 50 rushing yards. Why was it so tough to get the run game going today?
I think it starts with them getting the early lead on us. I think that obviously puts an offense in a difficult spot, but I think we were just behind the chains a decent amount. When you're in that position, you gotta I understand what Kyle's doing. You gotta pass the ball in those situations, but we just gotta. That's what I'm saying in our style of ball. We just gotta get back to our style, stay ahead of the chains, avoid third downs, convert third downs, and that's our style.
The deep shot you had to Ray, obviously it looked like it was there. You almost had it. Is that something that you saw early in the game? Because I saw you guys on the bench talking at one point. And is that like an adjustment you saw during the game, or was that in the game plan all the way through?
That was in the game plan. I thought we'd have a shot at it. They were playing some coverages to give us that look, and safety got a little aggressive. Thought Ray ran a good route. I didn't really see the pass, but I wish we would have hit that one.
Well, what happened on the interception play? Did you think that was going to be a pass interference penalty there?
Yeah, I mean, I think the ref did too. But I don't call the penalties. He threw the flag. I don't really know why he picked it up, but yeah, just that's an unfortunate one. We were in a good spot. We were driving a little bit, but just can't have that. Yeah. I mean, those are, as a quarterback, it sucks to have that as an interception on the stat line, but I'm a competitor. I'm trying to win this game and get his points. So, if that's, it's sort of one of those things. It is what it is. You hate to see it on the stat sheet, but, we're trying to win.
Jimmy, George indicated it wasn't maybe quite the same level of intensity.
Say it again, sorry.
George indicated it wasn't maybe quite the same level in team-wide intensity. It's hard to do that for some NFL games, but did you feel like there was something missing?
Yeah, I mean, that's tough to say. If we win this game, maybe it feels different, but I don't know. It was a long week. We've been away. I'm not trying to make excuses by any means, but we got to bring that energy regardless of where we play, when we play, whatever it is. And guys hurt. Guys have to step up in those situations, and it's just that is what it is. It's the NFL. It's not easy.
Two more guys.
Worried about the energy at all in West Virginia? It seemed like the Thursday and the Friday practices at least were high energy, good energy.
Yeah, no, they were. I think it's just a different type of week. But we've been in West Virginia before. That can't be an excuse for how we played here today. And it's just we got to go back to the drawing board. Make this suck it up, watch the film on the flight home, get after it tomorrow, and move on. We got a big one this next week.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thanks, guys.
That's it for us.
And just give us your thoughts on how you guys played offensively throughout this game and what you guys could have done better.
I think it took us a while to get going. Just too many mistakes starting off the game, turning the ball over early in the game, and then just playing from behind the whole game. We play a team that comes in with the mindset to run the ball, and they do that well. It's kind of hard to come back. It just never got rhythm on offense, never got going. A lot of mistakes. And that's what happens.
Was that something that was talked about during the week, that the offense kind of has to take control control and hold the ball and do those things, keep the chains moving, because that's what the Falcons are trying to do on their side of the ball too?
You know, that's what we want to do every week. I feel like they kind of took our game plan. I'm not sure how many runs they got, but they run the ball really well. Seemed like every time it was 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, and they just continue to run the ball. So you guys know us. That's what we like to do on offense, and they kind of did that to us.
Obviously, you do want to do it. When the defense, your defense, and you have as many injuries as it does, how much do you guys take on, extra onus or whatever, that, hey, we might need to step up here because we're losing a lot of guys?
I mean, we saw guys going down, but I think every game we kind of feel like we want to take some pressure off the defense, especially with them not having their guys. But it was kind of it was the same thing for both of us. It was another week. Mistakes. We did exactly what we didn't want to do, and we lost the football game.
How frustrating is it to have this happen with the mistakes, and what can you guys do?
Of course, it's frustrating just because our main goal was to get on the road and win 2 games. And we felt like we had a good week of practice coming off a win last week. I know everybody felt like we were in a good spot, and that's the recipe. But it just didn't work out that way. So the only thing that you can do is go back to the film, look at the mistakes, go back to work, and get prepared for a great team coming to us on Sunday.
You wondered how many runs they had. They had 40. When you heard that number, what do you think?
That's the magic number. If you run, like I said, that's what we want to do. You run the ball 40 times. You're obviously running the ball well, and you're keeping possession of the football. So.
You guys seem to get rolling in the second quarter and then didn't score it in the second half. Did they do anything different? I mean, you're moving the ball, obviously. Was it just a mistake? What happened?
I'm sure. I mean, you guys watched the game. We didn't capitalize on some of the stuff that the opportunities that we had. I felt like I had a drop that could have got us in a better spot. I think 2nd or 3rd down. And I think some other guys would tell you the same thing about some opportunities that they had. We just didn't play well in the second half. We had the looks, but we come from behind with the team that's running the ball well. It's tough.
That's it.
Thank you.
Fred, when you have so many of your defensive teammates, starters not around you, what kind of pressure or what does that do to you guys out there?
It does suck. You wish that you have your guys out there, but at the same time, it's like I feel like for me, I put a lot of pressure on myself in the fact that I command the defense. I'm the one who should get all 11 lined up at all times, regardless of who's out there, and everybody else who's having to come into the game. They got to be ready to go no matter what. It's all about everybody being prepared, regardless of the circumstance. Whoever's out there, we got to make sure we're playing to our standard.
How much of this week is spent talking about, you know what they want to do, and they're not going to hide what they do, and they ran 40 times this year. How do you prepare for that? Like, what is the expectations?
Yeah, we knew exactly what they were going to do. And that was the challenge for us on defense, was to stop the run and to dictate that. But I got to give them props for dictating the entire game in the run game. We weren't getting knocked back. Me included, and we just got to be better up front in the front 7.
For anytime you see a coach huddle up a defense or a unit on the sideline, usually bad things are going on. You guys were down 28-14. What was D'Amico's message, and what came across to you?
Yeah, I mean, he wanted us to to get going. Like, it just wasn't. It just felt soft out there. We just weren't. Like I said, we weren't knocking back, and that's on us, and that's completely something that we can control. We knew exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to run the ball. They ran the ball. We didn't stop them.
As you see more and more guys go down, is there ever a feeling of, when is this guy going to stop?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it truly does suck. But I mean, me being here, I mean, the 5 years I've been here, like, this isn't anything new. Like, I've been here, I've seen it. At some point you got to adjust, and guys got to be ready to go no matter what the situation. We got to be able to find ways to win regardless of the circumstance.
Good. Would you feel like the worst of your 5 years as far as just you finished out 7 defenses started?
I'm not sure. I got to go back and look. Like I said, no matter what, I'm still trying to make sure that we all 11 are on the same page, and it's a long season ahead of us. We got to get better. We're going to look at it hard. We're going to improve from it. We're going to be better from it.
Thanks, Fred.
Thanks.
Oh, that moves. Whoa.
George,
Why are you standing?
I got you in mind.
Okay. Gotcha.
This one, you finished the game about 7 defensive starters. You lost the coach, and then also injuries and nutrition. I mean, at some point, when you dealt with this before, but you feel like kind of hard to overcome. You know, so many key guys being out.
I mean, you could use that as an excuse, but I mean, we're the San Francisco 49ers. We have a standard that we play at. I mean, we play at a very high level, a lot of energy, 100% effort on every single play. And, you know, I haven't watched the tape yet, but I don't know if we gave that today, you know, at every single position. And, you know, we had a lot of young guys play. We had some, you know, we just, like you said, we're missing a lot of guys. And we just got to make sure that we're playing at that level every single snap, or otherwise that's going to happen, especially when you are down guys. You know, I mean, you can look at his, you know, we're down how many ever, 7, 8 starters, or you can look at his, that's a lot of young guys with an opportunity to go out there and, you know, make big plays and, you know, get their names known. So we've dealt with it before. It's not easy, but, you know, I'm not going to use that as an excuse. We have a very talented team. You know, our offense still has a lot of talented guys on it that can, you know, get a lot of yak with the football. And, you know, we got, you know, I think one of the best linebackers in football, Fred Warner, and our safeties are playing pretty well too. So, and the D-line's still good. So we, you know, I just think we should have played better.
There were a couple big drops downfield. George.
There were.
What does that do to the offense's psyche?
Psyche? I mean, I expect all my teammates to make plays when their number is called. I expect myself to make the plays when the number is called. And when you see that, I wouldn't say it messes with your psyche. You know, it's mildly disappointing, but I'm pretty good at flushing it, moving on to the next play. I'd say the most it does is 2nd and 10 is not fun because, you know, we're really good at running the football. Kind of hard to run the ball in 2nd and 10. I mean, got to get, you know, you're trying to pick up at least 6 to 8 to get a short 3rd down. But, yeah, I wouldn't say mess with your psyche. It's a little disappointing, but, you know, guys react differently. Hopefully, you know, the guys who dropped it are okay and they're confident in themselves because they are good football players and they can bounce back from that.
George, you mentioned a few times that the defense has kept teams under 20 today. They only gave up 21. Did you feel as an offense, especially with all the guys missing on defense, like this is you know the time that you guys have to, you know, I mean you'll score every week and do well, but you have to step forward a little more right now as an offense?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we were down 6 defensive starters. I think off the top, we had to put up more points than we did, and we came out 3 and out. Second half, 3 and out, like that stuff we can't do, especially when our defense is down like that. And their offense was clicking a little bit. Mariota was clicking. He, you know, 13 for 14. That's a hell of a stat line. But they were running the ball, 40 rushes. I mean, that's usually what we do, and we couldn't get into that because we got down early. And then that second half just got away from us, and our offense didn't produce when we had to produce. And it's disappointing. Like I said, we got guys that will make plays, can make plays, and we're going to continue to get better this week.
Did you guys come in anticipating that there would be, you know, some downfield shots to be had, that you could have opportunities there?
Yeah, I mean, they were in the game plan on Wednesday, so, you know, Kyle always likes to take those shots. They're a team that plays very deep. Their backers play really deep, so I think it was a game of checkdowns, really. But, you know, the deep one to Aiyuk that got called back on a penalty is tough. You know, we had a couple deep ones that we just didn't execute on and that were there for us. And it does mess with your psyche, but it definitely stalls the drive.
All right, thanks, man.
Wonderful. Thanks, guys. Get home safe.